All right, we have got a very heavy box. I've been looking forward to this for going on 4 months now. This is a very large box of Mohan harps. There's also some other Morchang and some Morsing in here, but master maker from Rajasthan, Mohan has been working on these harps for quite a long time. There's going to be some bass. There's going to be some other Morchang in there. I'm very caffeinated. I'm very excited about all this. It's near the end of the week. Let's get this cut open without further ado. If I can open this, might just have to scalp the top of it. Oh, there we go. We're coming open nicely now. Have a good supply of Indian newspapers to pack harps on. See what we got in here. Now, the last Mohan shipment was so large, and I spent so much time unboxing it, I didn't even air the unboxing. It was just going to be too long. So let's see what we have here. I'll set these off the side. I got some Morsing as well. As for draw starts, one of my friends sent me a whole bunch of Morsing. For draw starts, I found nothing better than the Morsing. There's some other interesting harps in there. Let's see what we've got here. We've got... set this off the side. This might be 30 or 40 minutes. I'm not sure. So we'll see here. I'll move this camera right over yonder there. There we go. Recentered. There we go. I think that would be perfect right there. Okay. Get these cut open. And we also have some Morchang Micro, some bass Morchang. See what we've got here. There's going to be some cleanup on these. There's going to be evidence of the forge. That's why the last unboxing never aired, just because it was so long. There was so much time spent cleaning harps. We have some more harps. Let's see if it comes right. Yeah, that'll wipe right off. Let's see what we got here. I'll have quite a bit of time spent cleaning. They are very, very tight gapped. This one has some tarnish I'll have to remove. Oh yeah, screaming loud as a Mohan should be. I'm getting good open-close technique out of there. That one will require a little bit more. Let's try some of these other ones. Then we're going to be venturing into some deep bass, and we're also going to be venturing into the small Mohan, and I believe some micro. But yeah, these Mohan have ridiculously tight gaps. The only harp I've seen gap tighter than a Mohan so far would have to be Babayev. The Amenchinov and the newer Makseyev come pretty close. Very, very tight gaps. Very loud, very sensitive. On par with, I'd say, many of the higher quality Russian Vargan. We got here a smaller one. There's going to be some that are going to be tiny, I believe. He started making what he called Mohan Micro, but these are very loud. We'll keep this moving. I'm going to try to do this unboxing a little bit quicker, try to keep it under 40 minutes. So we're going to move faster through each harp. Can't wait for the bass. The bass ones were above all, my probably favorite. Some of the higher, smaller ones were my favorite as well. Let's take this one. There's going to be, I'll probably have 3 or 4 hours in cleaning up all these harps. I can't even remember how many I got. There might be as many as 20 or 30 or 40. There we go. Keep it in the center. Ooh, that one's beautiful. I like that. I like how Mohan also leaves evidence of the forging on the side. That's a very clean forged instrument. You can see just barely his hammer marks. Here on the inside we filed it, but there, that's all evidence of finished forging, I think. I'm not a blacksmith, but I'm just extrapolating from that. I don't even know if I use the word extrapolating correctly in a sentence. I'm not much of a very smart person with the speaking. Ooh, that one is gapped so tight. Okay, let's keep this moving. Keep it going. I'm going to wear out a lot of nappy lines. See what we got next. I'm looking for the bases. Where are you hiding, base? Ooh, those would be micro. There are so many Morchang. Let's see. I think they're all going to be mixed together. Bases with micro, with regular Morchang. Package draw. One of my friends goes down and sees him or gets them from him, so and he packages them up for me. I know one of these there should be some deeper base on this. That would be either a base or something in the mid-range. I'm guessing we have more weight up front. Very, very tight gaps. Pretty large as far as Morchang go. Oh, yes. Oh, that's the Mohan bass I was looking for. It's a very strange feeling in an instrument that I like. It feels like a Morchang crossed with a Homus, crossed with Hungarian Jerome. There's so much going on with that, and it's deep. We'll set that off to the side. I have people who are seeking the basses. Let's try one of these little micros. Little teeny harp. I don't think I played any of the Mohan that are quite this small. I've got one that's close to that. Yeah, it's almost as small as that. We'll see what we got going on here. We got very, very tight gaps. I've got coconut oil on it. Oh, wow, I can move the reed just by blowing. That's how tight the gaps are. That is a nice playing Morchang. Let's see what else we got. Let's start a pile of ones that I really, really like. Hoping to bust into a package that's just all bass, but I think there's going to be a little bit of everything here. Bigger, but not with the spiral trigger, so I'm betting this isn't a bass. A little bit higher of a tuned harp. Oh, that's actually down near the mid-range. Quite a bit more flexible. It seems as if all the Morchang makers, Mohan included, are evolving. That feels more almost branching off into some of the Russian Vargan feel. We have a medium stiffness reed and high sensitivity, super tight gaps. This going. I've oiled them well. I like that. I've still got quite a bit of elbow grease to put these in to bring the shine to them. There we have, yeah, just like a Babayev. The coconut oil, the gaps are so tight. You got to warm the coconut oil because the coconut oil himself will stop, and those gaps are, oh, I'd say that's a human hair or less. Oh man, that is one thing about Morchang are when they're done right, they are the most outer spacey, otherworldly instrument. I've been on a Morchang kick for 2 or 3 months now, just playing. Other than my wooden kick I got on in December, most of what I play is Morchang. Slightly recurved trigger, very very tight gaps. You can't see through these. Oh, I hope in the next couple of years I can afford a trip to Rajasthan. I'm gonna go hang out with the makers and spend some time. I would like to spend some time forging, doing some blacksmithing, making some harps with Mohan, because that would be, oh, that would just be a maker who I really really want to learn from, because very few makers do you see this type of precision, and he's doing this type of precision. I think with less tools than a lot of makers do. Oh yeah, screaming loud harps. Yeah, this might run, we might run 40 minutes, I'm not sure. I'm looking for one that's specifically more deep bass. I know the bulk of what I ordered or commissioned was deep bass. Not a couple. Where's, are there any with specifically deep bass? Let's see. Yeah, there's something else in there. I'm not sure what it is. Let's see here. Oh, this little, look at that. That must be the micro. That is tiny. My friend said there, he described him as being mad. I think that's a, look, it's a tiny little Morchang. And it's gapped so very tight. That is very melodic. That's very pleasing. Let's get you oiled. We're 13 minutes. It's probably going to be a 4-part unboxing. As far as on the Facebook, on the YouTube, I might let it run the full 45 minutes. I don't know, or whatever we run into. Yeah, that is a tiny bar. Let's see what else we got here. See, that's a bigger bass. I wonder what it's going to sound like. That's a fairly large Morchang. Heavy, a lot of heft here at the back. See what it sounds like. Oh, those bass are getting good. I'm liking that. It feels more flexible than it is. It's a fairly thick reed. Oh, I'm seeing taper there. Yeah, I'm seeing a Morchang maker Evolving. I like that. What else? We'll have another sip of caffeine. What we have here? Another large harp. Not a bass. You are touching the frame. We're going to have to... You're going to the shop. One is moved. Okay, keep this moving. Another large one. Get all this oil off. Good melodic quality. That's a harp with some bounce to it. Oh, I've got my work cut out for me today. It'll probably take me today and tomorrow. I'll divide up into 2 sessions. Cleaning, oiling harps. You're getting a glimpse into a long unboxing. Another large one. I can see it's tapering the whole way down. So responsive. When you have gaps that tight, I can stop that harp with my breath. I can just do a lot of stuff. It really picks up everything I'm doing. It's like over there. I'm gonna run out of space on the bench. See, this is, here we have a whole bunch of micro ones, I think. I'm just judging by the size. Look at all these little tiny harps. Hello there, miniature Morchang. Oh, this is the smallest. Look at this. It is a tiny little feller. I still don't have the skill to make tiny harps. That is, I'm not even sure how you cut in a reed that small, because that's about as small as my file would go. Probably going to have to warm up the gaps on this. This is going to be very, very high tuned. Oh, very strange small harp. So you off to the side. That's probably one of the smallest harps I've encountered to date. That is just, might be, I think it's a little bit shorter than my tiny Marchunga that I have. It was a gift from a friend. Another tiny little, insanely small. Oh, so small. You'd think a little harp like this would be stiff. It's so small and so flexible. Reeds tapered very, very well from this dimension. What are we? We're 20 minutes. Yeah, this might be a 45-minute unboxing. I'm not sure. Here at 21 minutes, that camera's going to shut off. I'm going to have to restart it. Another battery in it. Another tiny little harp. Keep it moving. A little bit more caffeine. This isn't coffee, this is tea. Coffee's a little strong for a person like me. I'm pretty caffeine sensitive, so a good Irish breakfast tea or English breakfast tea is about all you need to keep me going. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, I am going to keep me one of the tiny little Morchang. They do have good melodic quality. There goes my camera. Should be good on battery. We'll see. That's a fork egg my friend sent me. Some more Mohan, maybe. Like my little scissors, it really helps for unboxing, especially when you're doing a whole bunch. It helps to have a little pair of scissors to get in there. Tricks of the trade of unboxing. I don't think we're going to have as many bass as I thought we'd have. Looks like we'll only have a very small handful of bass. Another of the bass. Large, slightly recurved trigger. Spiral shaped. Yep, that has that otherworldly quality. I'll set you off to the side with the rest of the bass. I'm betting this is going to be more in the mid-range here. We have a little bit more weight at the front, a spiral-shaped trigger, and a shorter harp. What else we got here? Betting this is going to be another one into the mid-range. My hands are glistening with all the coconut oil. Must be good for my skin on my fingers, though. Ooh, that's another one that needs to be taken to the shop. Every large order I get, I always have like one or two that I got to do a little bit of work to. Let's see what you are. Some of them have a line to the side. Some of them have a line here. I don't know what that denotes. I've seen that on Morchang as well. So very loud. They're working on getting these onto the harpery.com. Also, if you're interested in these, get a hold of me at my email. It's bebcorp1@gmail.com. BEBBCORP. Also, I'm the Harpery on Facebook. The Harpery is going to be everywhere. What are you? Bet you're at the top end of the mid-range. That's a good sounding Morchang. We've got, what, 3 or 4 more packages of Mohan left to go. Probably on YouTube, I might make a second video just for all the other harps that are in this package. I might just keep this one just to the Mohan. We have more of the small Mohan. And napkin, you're done. We'll grab a fresh one. I have the best luck with just cheap paper napkins. That has good tone. My coconut oil, I keep it in this little tiny jar. I think it was a jelly jar, one of those little tiny sampler jelly jars. Works about the best for dealing with coconut oil daily basis because your thumb goes right in it. I take a scoop of coconut oil, put it right on there. More of the smalls. I think I'm gonna just keep it up here. We'll keep this moving. These unboxings are just getting longer and longer. It's a good problem to have, having too many harps. I've called this, I think I'm going to call these the Mohan Small, and then the tiniest one's the Mohan Micro. I don't know how to list all the rest of them. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to come up with names for them. Micro maybe, small, medium, large, and then bass. Oh, that is just very pleasing. A lot of the higher tuned Mohan in the past have been a lot stiffer. Here we're evolving into some more flexible forms. I like to see that. Nice high, really bright and sparkly. I find that every Morchang kind of has its own personality. Now, these won't be tuned to Western notes. I'm going to check them against a tuner, and I will tune some to Western note at people's request, but most of them I'm just going to leave as the maker found them. For my own play, especially meditative playing, having good personal experience, because I'm not much of a musician. I'm more of a, I would say, meditative player. I seek unique experiences on the harp. I find the best tuning for that is a harp that's just to the way a maker likes it. Kind of like the some of the acute, or maybe even I may be misquoting this, but I think most of the acute, or at least the old school ones, didn't tune to Western notes. The Morchang makers don't tune to Western notes, but on a lot of them they're close enough. If it's really important for someone to have a Morchang that's tuned to a Western note, I can tune them. I have a shop. I have a lot of experience tuning instruments for people, but normally I don't alter makers' instruments unless the customer requests it. This one has more of the small. Having quite a bit of them that are easier to play. Some of the Mohan in the past have been gapped so ridiculously tight, which these are still very, 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 very tight. They'll be almost clicky or hard to play. I've noticed that in some of the brass ones especially. Brass ones are beautiful, but I do prefer the steel, the way the steel sounds. Another, ooh, bass. Yes. Oh, I love the way the bass play. I also love the higher ones, some of the micros. Really don't. I've played so many harps, I don't even remember what all the styles were. There were some that were a bit fuzzier, then some that were clear, some that were very, very piercing. Put the bass over here. If you were to see this desk, it's entirely covered with Morchang now. This is probably somewhere in the mid-range. We see a big spiral trigger. Oh, that's fire. Good things are coming out of Rajasthan from all the makers. I would say of the tightest and loudest, most sensitive ones are going to be the Mohan that I've seen this far. They're the small. Yep, that is absolute fire. That is so clean, but still has that piercing quality. Another of those smalls. I think my friend who packaged these up for me, he kind of packaged them up with traits or timbres that were similar. The ones that were fuzzy were all fuzzy together. The ones that were cleaner, the ones that were piercing. So much packaging material. If you order one of these from me, you'll probably get some of this packing material. I like to reuse things, especially Russian newspaper, Japanese newspaper. See what else we got here. Some mid-range bass. Oh, that's quite a bit lower than I thought for the size of it. Oh, that's a good harp. What else we got here? I wonder how many bass we've got. Another bigger one. I bet this one's going to be fairly deep. Oh my goodness, that is fire! Let's see what else we got. We got a couple more mid-range ones. Man, that's piercing. That is loud. Oh, they're getting cleaner too. So that tone. Got one more package of the Mohan. And the cleanest ones off to the side. Yeah, unboxing like this, I have no idea how many harps we went through. And there's 3 or 4 packages of harps left in other forms from other makers and Morchang, and it might be as much as several weeks to several months before I get all these up on the harpery.com. We've got one more bass left. Man, those small ones are just very, I would say, very, very melodic. I'll have my work cut out for me cleaning all these. Ooh, a low, smaller one. A good mix of, there's saturation in there, but there's also melodic content. Just very, very cool. Got some micro, call them smalls. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I wonder how many harps we're at now. Oh, that's clean. It just rings. They just ring loud and clean and piercing. I think that's going to be it for this unboxing. We'll leave the other harps for another time. Well, we'll do maybe one or two of the Morchang. The Morchang I leave for people who are seeking draw starts, because I've found no harp yet that draw starts like a Morchang. See if this one follows in that tradition. Draws like a pencil. Anyways, that's going to be it for this very, very long unboxing. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. If anybody's interested in these, get a hold of me on theharpery.com, my email, bebcorp1@gmail.com, or at the Harpery on Facebook. I love y'all. Make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. Be good to each other. 2019 is shaping up to be a fantastic year. I look forward to all the harps, and I look forward to all the people. I love y'all. Adios.